Hey Sharks, happy Wealthy Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, April 8th, and we have gotten the green light for the ceasefire, the 2 week ceasefire. So, welcome to Trumpnomics. And as you all know, this has been a roller coaster market, and we're still on that roller coaster ride. I don't think this roller coaster is ending anytime soon, as long as the president is in the office. But either way, you have to be on top of your portfolio and manage your portfolio. So this way you can, just in case anything that can happen down the road or any headwinds. But either way, I have made more adjustments to my portfolio, and I would like to share with you what I did, right? So managing your portfolio, hedging when times are good and when times are bad, and get an idea of the macroeconomics, right? What we are seeing and what we can expect going forward in the future. As long as it's leaning more on one side than the other, then you should. My recommendation is to make the adjustment. So based off what I'm seeing, the 2 week ceasefire, this allows both countries to review their proposals, and they can gives more room to come up with an agreement, right? Some type of compromise on both sides. And this is what we need as investors and trading options, right? Because this will boost the market. But that doesn't mean that we're out of the tunnel, right? Because there's other headwinds uh, locally, right, in the country itself with private credit. So this is just not the war, but many things going on, inflation, right? So we're still dealing with other headwinds in the country. But the war is the biggest headache, the biggest wild card, and 2 weeks is going to help the market and give time for the two countries to come up with some type of agreement and resolution, and the passage of the Strait of Hormuz, right? So more ships can transit, and this brings more supply chains and raw materials to the world that needs it. All right, so today what I did was I made some adjustments because I'm seeing more, and I said before, I do believe the second half of this year will be significantly better, and that's because the war will be ending. We can expect some rate cuts because of the Fed chair change of Fed chair. So I'm more bullish on the second half, and I can see a lot of projects from the industries that I follow and the research I've been doing alongside my AI. If you guys also seen, I have my personal AI agents assisting me with the research. I see the second half is going to be really good, and specific industries as related to AI infrastructure, the energy sector, data centers, right? So those sectors are going to do well. But either way, the first trade today I did was I closed out my spread trade on LRCX and ASTS. So these are spread trades. So the action is BTC, which means buy to close, right? So the contracts were worthless. They were worth about $15 per contract, and I closed it out early just in case. And this Friday, we do have the CPI report, Consumer Price Index, and we don't know where the inflation will come in. If it comes in hot, the Fed will be more incentivized to hold the rates. If it's come in as forecast as zero point 0.3 or below zero point 0.3, then we can expect the Fed rate cut to increase the likelihood of that happening. Then, so what I did is I decided to roll a lot of my positions out, and some of them were out of the money still, but they were getting close. So CoreWeave was one of them, and MUTEL. So a majority of it, you see here, all these sell orders. These are the positions that I decided to roll out farther. And then I'll give you guys a closer look on what I mean by that. And then sell to close is just closing out the spread positions. Uh, but I did a lot of rolling today, this morning. You can see there's quite a number of tickers that I did, and majority of are all sell. So anything that says sell by itself, these were rolling. These were roll trades that I decided to roll out for a higher strike. And because I'm bullish on the second half, I don't want my cover call strikes to get caught in the money, and then I'm stuck in a bad position. So I'd rather just roll it out up and far, and then this gives me a lot of room. And if there's any headwinds down the road, I can always bring it back down. But if I roll it up and far, then I have a lot more room, and this way I can make adjustments along the way. But the worst thing that can happen is going near the money or in the money on a cover call or a poor man's cover call, because then you're stuck in a really bad spot and you have to maneuver and organize your portfolio to navigate out of it. And I decided I didn't want the headache. I just want to roll it out up and far. And then if I need to roll it down, I have the option to do that. So let's take a look. The first one was, well, we'll just go down the list here. And AMKR, you can see, was one of them. I rolled it to a 60 strike all the way to 2028, right? So this is one of those ones that was kind of dangerous. I had a 55 strike and the stock's trading at 52. And then there's, well, this is a spread trade that's doing good. I'm already 67% profitable here. BE, this is a position that I rolled out, which is in the process of recovering, which is looking good. And then let's just look at the ones that I rolled out. This is another spread trade that I did on CRDO. This is looking good too. Yeah, so CoreWeave here is one. I rolled it to, I think I had a 90 strike. Yeah, I had a 90 strike. I rolled it all the way out to 120 strike to March 2027, right? So this gives me a lot of room. And this is a naked cover call, a naked call right over here. And that's why I have to be more careful with this. And that's why I decided to roll it out far and out. Let's take a look. GLW, same thing. I had to pay a debit for this because the stock has been moving and I do see a lot more upside coming. So I rolled it far and out to a 175 strike at 228. And what I want to do is when there's some type of pullback, which more than likely we will get, I will end up buying 300 shares. So then this right now is a naked cover call, a naked call. Once I buy 300 shares, then this will give me I can roll this to any amount I like, right? Just to protect myself because I have the collateral. But right now it's a naked call. And then Hood, same thing. I rolled up my cover calls. I do expect some positive headwinds coming for Robinhood. April 28th is their next earnings, and from what my understanding, they got awarded from the awarded for the Trump accounts. So the Trump accounts is huge because that means millions and millions of dollars going into the brokerage. And if a brokerage and people, if someone that never used Robinhood and they have their kid enrolled into the Trump accounts, this will also incentivize the parents and the family to get into Robinhood, right? They might use the platform and they found it very useful, and then next you know they decide to migrate or move their portfolio over. So it's a huge game changer, not only adding millions of accounts to their portfolio, to their brokerage, but this will bring in other family members and friends into the Trump accounts. So I rolled this out far up and out, up to 100 strike, up to 90 strike. My cost is 108. I'm still stuck in this position here, right? I already shared with you guys before. Uh, the stock had a tanked for no apparent reason. We're not sure what happened. But either way, my cost is 108. But once I get to a cover call where I am selling 108 and above, then I'm free rolling. I'm back out of it. And that's not counting the premiums either. So even if I'm selling 108 cover call, the premiums that I collected in the beginning, this already puts me in the green, right? So rolled it up and out just in case for April 28th and any positive news coming down for the second half of this year. HUT, same as well. I rolled this one out to 95 strike because I do see the stock moving, doing well in the second half because of the partnerships they have. I believe they are with Google. There's a Google partnership supplying the cloud infrastructure for Google. And then I rolled iron out, up and out as well. I had a 44 strike, which was doing good. But I figured let's just be safe and roll it out to 60 strike, September 18th, which that's where my leaps are. My leaps are still a little bit in the red, but give it some time. I'm confident by September it will be in the green. And then I did do this trade. This is a spread trade I did today. So this is expiring next week. MU, I rolled this out and I rolled it to a 440 strike from 390 to 440 just to be safe, up and out. And again, the memory chip industry, memory chip sector, there's a lot more demand than supply. They're already sold out for 2026 on the HBM chips, so HBM4 specifically. And then NVIDIA, I rolled out to 2027 January up to 220 strike from 190 just to be safe. And same thing, this is using my Leap trades over here, my Leap for as collateral. And again, just rolled it out because I do see more upside on the tech sector and AI infrastructure on the second half of 2026 of this year. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, so those are the ones that I roll up and out. And as far as I can, some of them I collected a credit, some of them I collected a debit. Uh, so I paid a debit. So it's what you need to do, right, just to manage your portfolio and make sure that you don't get caught uh, with the headwinds that can happen. And the better thing is to do is roll it up and out to be safe. And then if there is volatility or the war continues or they cannot reach an agreement, then you can just roll back down for more credits. All right. Well, either way, this is how you manage your portfolio. This is how you make sure you are hedging, managing properly, and assessing your risk and what you see, what's happening in the future. Right? You can't predict the future, but you can get an idea where we're heading, and use that knowledge to position yourself properly. All right. Either way, if you want to get some help in the markets, you want to learn how to trade options, generate income, make your money work for you, I'll be more than happy to work with you. I only work on a one-on-one base, and I have a community. I was using WhatsApp before, but we migrated over to Telegram. So you guys can see here, this is my Telegram group, and I have an AI agent. His name is Morpheus. He is helping me with the community by answering questions, doing market research, and keeping us up to date with the president and his Truth Social posts. Because this is Trump economics or Trumpnomics, the better way to say it. And we will need to stay on top of what the president is sending, what kind of message he's sending into the markets. But this is where we connect with each other, help each other out, and we have an agent that's there working for us at the same time. Yeah, so this is my community. And then again, if you want to learn fundamentals, technicals, and all option strategies, I'll be more than happy to help you. I'm also branching out into helping people set up their first agents. So you can see here, I have Neo. This is my personal assistant agent, right? And I use NanoCloud to build him, and Morpheus. So at the minimum with this AI revolution, the minimum you must at least have a personal assistant AI agent, right? Because my AI agent Neo can send emails, can block off time on my calendar, can do research when I'm sleeping, can help me with any project that I need. And I'm working and giving him, building him skills as I go. I'm only using like 1% of his ability, right? It's a super brain. But yeah, we're more than happy to help you set up your first agent, and this way you can get a taste of it and see how powerful AI agents are to leverage that. All right, like usual, stay tuned for the second half of this video. You'll see me in action working with one of my sharks. And then yeah, like and subscribe, leave a comment. I'll be more than happy to respond. If you book a time, you personally speak with me and see if there's a good fit and we can work together. And then other than that, I wish you a great day wherever you are, and I'll see you on the next one. Okay, I'm with Miss Ivy, and we are hedging this week because of the the escalation in the war. So we need to do our best to maintain and manage the portfolio to generate income to offset any unrealized loss. And we just rolled HUT. Let's roll
GP.
ACHR. So Archer, we're gonna roll this one down for more premium.
Is that what you were talking about you did
Yeah,
yesterday?
I collected almost 1,000. So I think you might be able to get more, but you might get about the same because I did it on the right when it was at the money. So now that we're out of the money, so you're still gonna get paid, but not as much as I did. April
Oh,
2nd
okay.
and 550. Yeah. Yeah, because before it was a lot more. That's just interesting. It's only yeah, it's so bearish. Oh wait, good. 562. Okay, got it. Yeah, let's go with that, and then we'll go back to it. But if you would have caught it, if you would have did it that same day when
I know. I thought
I sent
about
you,
doing
I
it,
think you would
and
have did like at least 1,200 to 1,500.
I should have listened to
Yeah.
myself. I told myself, do what he did.
You gotta catch it in the moment because that day I realized when they start mobilizing troops, I know it's
Yeah,
not I know it's not de-escalating anytime soon.
right, right, right.
Okay,
And are we good on? Yeah, these are all good.
we're just
They're
pending on the AMK already have a 60 call, but I want to see if we can move that in or keep it the same. Let me see where AMK is trading at right now. Oh, it's holding steady. Never mind. We'll leave that alone. HUT, APH. Okay, let's go to pending orders or activities and orders. There's going to be some ones that didn't get filled. Yeah, so let's replace the Archer and the HUT got filled. So Archer, go to 0.07. Okay, place order, and that should get filled. Yeah, filled.
okay.
And just go back to positions. So there we have it. April 2nd, April 2nd, April 17th is fine. And it's,
So that's Tuesday, isn't it? April 2nd?
no, that's next week, Friday.
Oh, it's next Friday. Okay.
Hmm. Okay. All right, that's good. Let's go to the next portfolio. And you have a QBTS. We need to roll. Call expiration 4 second. This is 14. We can do a strike of 15. Yep. And net amount, let's go to the mid and yeah, let's process that. Okay, we'll go back to this. Let's go to view positions.